Would you ladies like to hear the eight common sexual fetishes?
Yeah, give it to us.
I love looking this up. So let's see. Some of the top fetishes that couples seem to possess. These are kind of weird, I think. Body piercing, like piercing each other. Latex fetish, a fetish of having sex with a sex worker. So I have a fetish with having sex with like call girls, I guess. I don't know. Oh. Yeah. Voyeurism and display. That's a pretty standard one. Fetish for body parts. So like feet, etc. Braids and ponytails. That's like a sub dom thing, I think. Like based on my knowledge of reading the books, the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy, like that's basically how I know that. And then unusual outfits to enhance sex. So I guess like role play with outfits, and also group sex. Those are like the most common fetishes. And I will also tell you, ladies, that I reached out to a gentleman that I know that very much has fetishes and goes on fetish porn websites. And for those looking for the best fetish porn, it is kink.com is where you go.
Well, thank you for enlightening us.
You're welcome.
I think we should start off by talking about foot fetishes first, because I feel like that's the one that people just can't wrap their brains around, but it happens. I think, I don't know anybody personally.
I have a story.
You did? Okay, good. Because I was going to say, I've never personally encountered it, but I've seen it on TV. But I want to know somebody who has actually encountered somebody with a foot fetish. Somebody listening to this probably has a foot fetish. So no judgment, but I just want to understand where they're coming from. Yeah.
Yeah. So me and my friend, we went to get like these matching tattoos on our finger. This was, I think, 2 years ago, and it was summer, so we had flip-flops on, and we go to this like sketchy tattoo parlor in like this like rundown town near me, like the only place that was open that would take us. And we go in, and this guy is super creepy. He has pictures of feet, like feet tattoos. Only that was the only pictures that he had of his work, was the feet tattoos all over the wall. So at first I was like, is he even going to tattoo our hands? Like, does he only do feet? This is weird. Whatever. So he was like, yeah, I'll do your hands. And he's not looking us in the eyes. He's only looking at our feet. So we were like, oh, this is fucking crazy. Like, he has a foot fetish. And like, I was getting uncomfortable. So I just like straight up was like, do you have a foot fetish? And he was like, yeah. Cause literally like everything in the room was feet. He was looking at our feet. I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, I want to talk about it. I was like, do you have a foot fetish? He was like, yes, I do. And then he pulls out a picture, like a picture book. And it's just pictures of all of his clients' feet, no tattoos. And he was like, do you guys want to be in the book? And we were like, no. And he was talking to my roommate. Apparently I don't have great feet, but she had very great feet. And he knocked $40 off of her tattoo if she let him put her foot in the picture book. And he was like, we were like, is it a sexual thing? Like, we were just really getting into it with him. We were just like shooting shit. And we were like, is it a sexual thing? Or is it just like, you like how they look? And he was like, no, like I can't have sex unless there's like feet involved, or unless like a foot is touching me. And I was like, oh, this is crazy. Like, it's like really like they really love feet when they have foot
real fetish.
It's a real thing. Yes.
That's so interesting.
Crazy.
I have one experience it's not as intense as that, but I didn't even realize it was like a foot fetish thing until I like thought about it later. I was commuting from my parents' house in New Jersey to the city to like go meet up with my friends or something before I lived here. And I wasn't so familiar with the trains yet. Like, I was young. And I was waiting at Newark Penn Station, which is like where you have to switch before you can cross right over into New York. And the Amtrak train goes through there as well as New York. And it goes on the same platform as like the local train. So I was waiting for the local train to bring me over because Amtrak is like costs more money. It's like a whole thing. And the Amtrak train came, and I went to like go get on it, but I was confused because I wasn't sure, like, is that the right one? And so to the conductor who was like standing outside, I was like, hey, I'm trying to go to New York. Is this the right train, or do I have to wait for the next one? And the guy he looked at me, looked down at my feet, and then goes, I'll let you on just because your nail polish matches your toes. And because my nail polish and my toenail polish matched. And I was like, okay. And then he like let me on the train. And like, so I rode the train to New York for free, like the last like stop or two to New York for free. But I didn't think about it until later because I was like, my nail polish and my toenail polish does match. And I thought he was like making fun of me for like being a girly girl or something, but nope, he's definitely just looking at my feet.
He likes that.
Isn't that interesting?
Weird, right?
We think we gotta have our titties popping or a pant or a booty looking nice, but really we just gotta have a matching pedicure and manicure and have
just
our
a
feet
matching mani-pedi.
Because I'll tell you,
crazy to think
the
about.
people begging me for feet pics wouldn't like my feet. They're ugly, and I don't really have good pedicures often. I only in the summer. I don't really think about it much. I'm not somebody who like
athletic, gross-looking feet. That I ran a mile to get here.
And the bottom of my feet are like flaky,
snarly
right
toes.
They're dry.
I have a wart on the bottom of my foot from diving in college, and I have not gotten it removed. So I don't think anyone would enjoy my feet pics.
My feet are actually not bad, but I have long toes. That's the only thing, because I have long fingers also, but like my toes are also long, but not
People
like
are
that
getting
bad, I guess.
horny right now listening to us.
Yeah,
they're definitely getting horny.
Should we show our feet? Imagine.
No, not for free.
Not for
Brie, what are you talking about? For free? Not in this house.
I think at this point I would show my boobs before I show my feet.
100%.
Fair. Yeah, everyone has boobs.
Everyone's got boobs, but who has nice feet?
That's true. Boobs are boobs.
Crazy.
Feet are important.